something a little bit different today. Doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to post a part of this breakdown on Tickety Talk with some edits. I was asked a question by Kayo, the guy I'm sparring here in the footage. All right, well, coach, I'm losing my base. How do I not lose my base? Now, motherfuckers are good for asking some really, really goofy questions. They just don't lose your base. Now, I might have put him in a position where to lose, but it's not like I'm physically making you lose your base. Like you hit the ropes and you're just sinking into it. Like at a point, that's whether you know it or not, you're choosing to do that. Or you have a reflex that making you do that. So now it's up to you to just train that reflex out of you. Now the reason why you did it is because I'm just throwing combinations. They're kind of hurting, I'm sure, and that's just your reaction, especially when your back's on the rope, which you're not. The ropes are there for support, but that don't mean you put all your weight on there. Because what if the ropes wasn't there? You would be falling over. That's why there's guys are given a standing goddamn a 10-8 round or a count, even if they're like held up by the ropes, because without the ropes they wouldn't be up. But that don't, what I'm saying, like if there was no ropes there, they would be falling over. You don't want to be in a position like that. So let's go ahead and let me try to find exactly where it happened. All right, let's see. So first off, you're crunching way the fuck in and breaking your base. So let's go back a little bit. So this is some good defensive maneuver because you got under it. Then this shot happened. You got to come back into your stance and into your base. Like, first off, I'm 5'6". I don't know how tall you are, but you're way taller. There's no reason you're getting this fucking low. If you are, well, you better get the fuck back up. Get the fuck back up and get your balance back, because that should be like a quick temporary solution before you're standing back up. Because I'm not holding you here. I'm not holding here. You said, let me hurry up and crunch the fuck in. And then your base is all fucked up. So that's not helping you with nothing. And a lot of it is just you walking backwards, straightening out your legs. Like you're just not maintaining your footwork while under fire at all. And that's the part of being explosive. There's a lot of athletic movements that you're doing that once you're tired, or the situation doesn't allow you to be as athletic, or you may be dealing with somebody that's more athletic and fundamentally sound, you know what I'm saying, you kind of start seeing, all right, well, what does your foundation look like? What is your boxing foundation? Are you doing the proper footwork principles and all that? And you're not. You're just not. So now you're here, your back's on the rope, still squared up. I'm in my stance, ready to fire it clearly, and you're kind of just sinking in. Now you keep your hands up, which is good. Your elbows are in, but you're kind of just shelled up. This should be like a last resort. You should be only shelling up like this to create the clinch, so you'll step in and grab the arms, or get your hands up and then use your footwork to quickly escape while still applying those footwork principles. Like, because you kind of tried it, but you just crosswalk backwards and let me press you to the ropes, and then I'm moving so quickly towards you while you're crossing your feet. Of course you're gonna lose your base. Got under a shot again. I'm not holding you, but you're sitting completely into the ropes, feet all squared up. So now just my punches are rocking you, and it's not even necessarily because I hit hard. It's just you don't have your legs under you. Like you look like you're in a goddamn chair. I did now remember I didn't put you in that position. My momentum might have put you in that position, but that's because you're just crosswalking back. You broke your boxing stance. a lot to do with that. I just move forward. If that what made you do it, that's you know what I'm saying. That's kind of on you. You gotta step back and just step back within your stance. So at least you can. So at the very least, you can keep your feet under you and not lose your balance like this. All right, let's see if we can find another example. And I'm gonna give you some examples of what it looked like to do it properly because I'm Coach Reese and I know how to do it all. Okay, so like right here. So now the threat of it is kind of fucking with you, right? And you're moving your foot. This is good footwork principles right there. Now just a threat, that was just a jab, right? You step back, and you kind of kept your base, but look how low you're getting, and why? It was just a jab. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of just panicking. There's no reason to be in this posture, right? You just had to pick your hands up, right? Eat the jab and step back or try to attack. At least you got back into your stance like you tried. Boom. Fixed it, got back into your base. All right, there's one more thing that's kind of fucking you up. So like, first off, just notice, I know we're talking, but just watch how you step around and you cross your feet. Even in we're up this close, you should still be applying those forward principles because this is gonna be detrimental in a minute. All right, so this is actually a better sequence because you're not breaking your base. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is how you should be on the ropes. You know, you're staying calm under fire. You're definitely letting me get too many punches off because you should be attacking. Like I'm just right in front of you, just attacking. But at the end of the day, at least you keeping your base with it. Motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. Let's see, because there's just one more thing. Because when you do try to escape, improper forward mechanics. Is it right here? Yeah, so, god damn it. So now, you're going to try to move. Your right foot moves. So you're trying to move out to your left, but you move your right foot, which breaks your base more. So like right there, like you shuffled out of range, and then they do a very good job of it. Like if you're gonna do it, all right, do it, but actually close the gap. You know what I'm saying? So those are the moments where you really need to stay fundamentally sound. If you're gonna shuffle, like there's nothing wrong with shuffling. You just gotta be quick about it. Like you're just stepping away casually while I'm right up on you. See how that slightly more aggressive movement got you out the way while I'm punching? It's just because you put a little bit more on it. You just quicker with it. Let's watch it one more time. It's this fucking thing. Boom, boom. So there you go. The bad way of doing it, the improper way of doing it, like, all right, I'm gonna step. All right, now I'm gonna quickly shuffle. Like you could have did that little shuffle movement from the jump instead of stepping, taking a couple of shots, and then quickly shuffling out. Like you gotta get quicker to that shit. You could do it with head movement as well, so you can keep your fundamental sound. I don't know if I have a have that locked and loaded, or if I did that today, but yeah, that was the big thing. Just how you're breaking your base and moving back, and then allowing your weight to sit on the ropes. Like right here isn't too bad. Because you're not like fucking falling through them and shit. And you're not falling through them, and when you start to shuffle, you're just being quick about it. Like there's nothing wrong with shuffling out, but the earlier example, you was actually crossing your feet, like you're just casually walking through the park. Like no, you got to maintain your base a little bit more, and then you won't be falling. You won't be losing your footing. Now let's see if I can find an example because this motherfucker got me to the ropes a little bit today. Watch a little bit of this. So watch how I back up. So it's athletic. I step with the right foot, quickly shuffle while maintaining that space. So I can't really get hit. If I do get hit with anything, it's most likely gonna be a 1 or a 2, just a straight punch. Shoulder roll it. Now I will say tactically, you know, you kind of got to punch to keep a guy off you. Like I felt very comfortable with just moving forward to you because you didn't really attack and you didn't really show a whole lot of God damn, what's the word I'm looking for? You didn't show a lot of punch variety. Like you could have got some 6, some 3s in there, or just 1-2s. I think the one time you did throw a 3 is when I was fucking talking. But you know that you need to be able to throw more than just a fucking 1-2 all the damn time. You know, if you're constantly throwing 1-2 all the time, you're gonna be a lot easier to time. So let's see right here. Quick shuffle out. All right, so here go a dip. Something that you were trying to do, but you know, you didn't have your feet under you to do it properly. So I'm gonna dip and then I'm gonna step in. Well, actually, I was trying to attack. Dip, 6. So that's how you dip. You dip to your right. You're either gonna come back up with punches or you're going to smother. I'm almost certain I'll do it again later. So I get to the ropes. I'm still within my base. I'm tying up a little bit, controlling the arms. And I'm staying small, but I'm not staying too small to where I'm gonna fall over or anything. All right, so right here, another dip. So when you dipped, your feet weren't under you, and you kind of like you really just didn't keep your legs under you. You weren't in control of your momentum. So like I'm rocking on the ropes a little bit, but the ropes are not supporting me. For real. If the ropes wasn't there, I would be okay. Like I got weight on the ropes, but if they just suddenly disappeared, I would be just fine. But then you can see I dip, I smother, keeping my feet under me to do it. Let's wash my feet when I do it. Dip. Oh, look at that. Step with the left foot first. I'm moving forward. I move my left foot, left, right, footwork principles, basic shit. Push them up off me. Jab. All right, so I rock on the ropes a little bit. Now here my balance is a bit compromised, but I'm still closer in my stance. And this is the position that I've been in before. So I get back into my stance. And that's how you kind of use the rope. Like you rock back, then you come back forward. You sit on the rope just a little bit, but you know, ideally, if the ropes weren't there, it needs to look like I didn't need the ropes there to do it. Let's see something real quick. So you can see I broke my base stepping back, quickly got into it. Now, if he was pressing me, I'd be in trouble. Highly unlikely. I mean, you already seen what the fuck I did before, but so just look how what Kent does, right? A bunch of jabs. He brings his feet together for a hot second, get right back into his base, but he's not using the ropes. Senses the rope behind him, it hits his lower back, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna throw a 3, something you didn't do. He didn't throw a very good 3, but at least he tried. You know, it gave me something else to think about, so now I gotta make sure I keep my hands up for the 3. And then he slides off with it. Slides off, use some jabs to get off. But at no point does he break his base. Let's see. Because I'm almost certain I got another moment where I'm on the ropes. So right here. So, like you see how I'm using the ropes? Like I'm just not putting all my weight on it. I'm much closer to my stance. I'm taking small steps over, and I'm only taking small steps because I'm not trying to leave the ropes, or I'm okay with being on the ropes. If I wanted to get off the ropes, I would just do that. I'm gonna shuffle and I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. Which I hope I have an example in here. But at no point do I just fold into the ropes. All right, so he puts me to the ropes. I'm almost certain I don't slide out because I remember being very tired for this and not wanting to be very explosive with anything. Oh, you can see at no point do I really put my weight on the rope. So this is like the most weight the most assistance from the rope that you will be looking for is look how I kind of sit on the ropes for my roll. That's about it. There might be some time where I'll rock back a little bit and kind of use it like a springboard, but you don't even got to do that, or at least not yet, anyways. Like right there, you see I rock back a little bit and then came back with the two. Let's see, do we got an example? I want to see if I got one where I'm sliding off the ropes. One thing you do is just attack off the ropes. You just gotta apply your fundamentals though. Do it one more time. Even though Kent did it earlier, but boom, boom, just small jab off the rope. Like there's nothing wrong with using that high guard. You just can't shell up and then not look at the guy and not offer any offense. That was one thing that fucked you up. You kind of just kept your hands holstered. Like if you can't, dip and slide off the ropes, shit, just use some jabs. Use some, 1-2, 1-1. Step around them, step in, tie up. You got options. Like for the most part, we're just kind of fighting off the ropes, defending a little bit and fighting off the ropes. God damn. Let's see. Somebody gotta do it, bitch. No, I don't think it's in here, but yeah, man. End of the day, you want to get off the ropes? Fucking get off the ropes. You don't want to lose your balance? Don't lose your balance. Don't crosswalk backwards. That's for damn sure. And yeah, you see the proper way of just fighting off the ropes. Like you're just sinking into it, man. You're voluntarily choosing to do that. It's not me doing it. You just got to train that reflex out of you. So like, oh, look again. That's how you do it. So like, if you want to quickly escape the ropes, right? You got that little opening to do it. So using this high guard, he's squaring himself up, but this is okay. Boom, he's gonna roll and quickly shuffle out. He didn't take a 1-2 step and then move. He just rolled and then quickly shuffled out. So now I got a turn to try to keep up with him. I wonder if he'll do it again. Probably not. But yeah, man, that's how you slide off the ropes real quick. You're gonna shuffle. The bigger thing is that you're just not being intentional with your punches. In this sparring match was really good. Even though it was just 1-2s, but at a most of them, like all of them would, if I hadn't been so reactive to them, they all would have landed, rocked the head back a little bit. You do need more punch variety, that's for damn sure, and you just gotta stick to your footwork principles and be more efficient with it. Sometimes you're just taking extra steps for no reason, and that's sometimes you're taking extra steps. You might be crossing your feet, especially when going backwards on somebody that's pressuring you and being more athletic than you moving forward. You're just naturally going to fall in. So you need to stay calm, keep your hands up, apply those footwork principles while moving back, so you can at least attack straight down the middle at some point instead of just letting the guy tee off. Hope that makes sense. Don't know if I'm posting this shit on TikTok, but you're welcome. See you soon, buddy.